I've got a question. Have you ever tried to make a decision, but you were too mad to think soberly? I want to talk about some folk who stayed mad and the decisions that they made and how clear could they see. But they were the decision makers. I'm starting at Luke 5, and I'm going to start at the 27th verse. And after these things, he went forth and saw a publican, man who worked for the government, named Levi, sitting at the receipt of custom. And he said unto him, Follow me. And he left all, rose up, and followed him. Now let me set the stage. This is Jesus, the beginning of his 30th birthday. People knew him as Mary and Joseph's son. He had a good reputation. He was good at what he did. If he started building you a house, he finished it. He made it good. I can see him on HGTV, and everybody recommended Jesus is good, but Jesus kept it low key. But now he's beginning to walk the word into life, getting ready to show people a new way of living. So he had laid hands on some folk, and they rose up and began to walk, and they were just not used to this. Just imagine somebody in your congregation that all of a sudden what they have been learning, you didn't know they were studying the word. You didn't know they were seeking God. You didn't know they were, all you knew is that they were dependable. But all of a sudden, that same young man started doing some amazing things. Especially, he's drawing the attention away from the people who supposed to get the attention. And now this young man is doing things, and everybody saying, who is that? Let's talk about Jesus now. So he saw this Levi sitting at the receipt of custom, and he said unto him, Follow me. And he left all, rose up, and followed him. Again, we're talking about Jesus, and he knew that Jesus had a reputation, and he had seen and heard some good things about Jesus, so he got up and followed him. And Levi made him a great feast in his own house. So that same guy took Jesus home, and there was a lot of people, publicans and of others, that sat down with them. So this guy must have been a well-known person. But their scribes and Pharisees murmured against his disciples, saying, now you got folks sitting up at your house, and this group over here is looking at that group over there, and they are saying things that they don't necessarily want to be heard, but they want the word to get out. So they murmured. But their scribes and Pharisees murmured against his disciples, saying, Why do you eat and drink with publicans and sinners? That's what they was over there. How you gonna be invited to be a guest at somebody's house, and you causing a commotion? Why the people that hang out with you always eating and drinking? And Jesus answering said unto them, Jesus like, man, what'd you say? Okay. They that are whole need not a doctor or a physician, but they that are sick. I came to hang out with the folk that don't nobody else want to hang out with. What's the problem? If people that are well don't go to doctors. People that are sick don't seek. People that are not sick don't seek somebody who can fix a problem. I'm a person that hangs out with folk that need something that I'm capable in saying that I'm equipped to do. And Jesus said, I came not to call the righteous, but sinners to change or to repentance. I didn't come here to get a group of people that already had it going on. I came to seek those that were lost. I came to tell a sinner that he can change. I came to tell a sinner that you don't have to stay like that. What you do with sinners? Ooh, he just always sinning. Jesus, I showed up to let a man that's down know that he can come up. I showed up to let a woman know that if she's sick, she can be healed. You got a problem with that? 33rd verse, Luke 5, sorry. And they said unto him, why do the disciples of John fast often? And make prayers, and likewise the disciples of the Pharisees. But thine eat and drink. Why? Question. Why do John, at least they fast a lot. And the Pharisees, we fast a lot, but everybody hanging out with you always eating and drinking. What's up with that? Number one, you at a man's house. He had invited Jesus to be a guest. For whatever reason, you showed up. You got a problem with it. But okay, Jesus said, I'm going to answer your question today. And he said unto them, you want to know why the people that hang around me look like they got life in them. You want to know why they don't look like something is wrong. You know how you see a group of people who always look like they always in prayer. Don't say no, I'm praying right now. I look solemn. I look like if you said something to me that you would interrupt my communication with God. But then you got Jesus folk hanging out. Man, so it's some good wine. Ain't it good? I like that outfit you got on. Girl, that was a beautiful wedding. You saw people that was in a festive atmosphere. And he said to them, can you make the children of the bride chamber fast? Do you think people that just got married and they in their honeymoon suite, do you think they in there because they sad? He said, while the bridegroom is with them, do you think that all these people who came to the wedding, you know, when you got a man and he just found him a wife, that's a beautiful thing. And you want these people to be looking all sad and hungry because when they fast, they want everybody to know they were fast. And then Jesus said, but the day will come, me being the bridegroom, when I'm gone. Oh, they'll miss me. They'll fast. And then he said, let me tell you something else. He said, nobody puts a piece of new cloth on an old garment and call it cute. Girl, that's a pretty dress. If you did that, the folk gonna be looking at you like, why she got that? What's wrong with that dress? Jesus said we don't do no stuff like that. We don't go around with something new attached to something old. That's not how we do things. Somebody new in the house. And everything around that new person is making everything else connected to it look good. Then he said, wait. I got one more thing. He said, nobody puts new wine in an old bottle. So I'm trying to answer your question. I'm new. What I'm bringing is new. And I'm trying to let you know I don't mix old things with new things because they don't work. Just take a little bit about wine. And I did a little study on it because as I grew up, they told me that if you drank wine, you ain't right. But I always wondered, how come Jesus knew so much about it? Anyway, get off of that right there. Anyway, stick with the subject. Okay, going back to what Jesus used to demonstrate what he was trying to get these mad folk to understand. He said, you don't put new wine in an old bottle. I got my grandbaby in here somewhere. He said, but you put new wine in a new bottle. He said, but I know y'all gonna say this. I'll just stick with the old because immediately I can't really enjoy what the last verse said that I read it. No man having drunk old wines immediately desires new. If you used to the old way of doing things, you're probably not going to be immediately attracted to something that's new. And then you just tell yourself the old is better. So I said the question, why is it that you are so mad that you can't see nothing good? These folk that followed Jesus and didn't want to be a part of what he had to say, thinking that he's still supposed to stay in his place as Mary and Joseph's son. And they saw him speak with words that had power, and they saw him do things that attracted people to him. They were too mad to see clearly. So all they had were troublesome questions. And after all that Jesus answered, they ain't hear none of it. I just want to say that tonight, it's somebody new in town. And he's still doing new things. And people still mad. But if you are that person that you have been seeking God for a long time, and now God is beginning to work himself out of you so he can get to somebody else through you, keep doing what you're doing. Stay in that word. Stay before God and let the Lord use you. And don't think it's strange when somebody get mad. Because people that's mad, they don't know him. Not yet. I hope they do. So I got my grandbaby in the house and my mind is kind of focused on where she is and what she's doing. So I'm going to cut it short. Read Luke 5. It's good. You know we're not raising kids. We are raising kings.